Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3, and where we left off we had kind of completed a bit of a push and encirclement in the north, which has come off very well. We've completed another encirclement down in the Caucasus, and hopefully we're about to finish Stalingrad. We are slowly but surely whittling these forces down for a combination of air power and ground assault. And then we will need to reshift our priority towards Moscow, where there is a metric shit ton of units that we're going to need to deal with. But we will do what we can. The other thing we're doing as well is I'm expecting that our planes are not far off now, so that's good. We've kind of broken the back, I think, of our enemy, and I'm pretty sure that could be whatever the hell it's pronounced is pretty much good for the taking, to be honest with you. So I'm going to make a move for that now. Now I don't know where Barrier is. I'm hoping he's relatively nearby, because if we can kill him, he will also impact the Soviet Union's national unity. So yeah, a few jobs to do there. And I'm thinking, around Saratov, another little encirclement in place. And one step closer to the final victory. Now, I see for resources, really lacking rares. Yeah, I think we will do that. We are just lacking resources of pretty much everything, so yeah, opportunity to do that, we'll take it. I think we're going to run out of rares soon. We're going to run out of oil as well, but luckily we've got enough probably just to see us through. Okay, and I want our tanks to keep moving up nice and quickly. And then we'll move you around like that. I would love to get this group of divisions dealt with, to be honest. That would be great. And then, yeah, let's get into the desert location. Okay, and struggling, I think, a little bit with some divisions and things. As in numbers-wise. Yeah, and I'll attack another unit there. Lovely, we'll take it. Keep the pressure up. Do not let them rest for even one moment. Let's keep you going like that. And then, yeah, that all looks good. The Kampfgruppe Bock. And we can close this side of the Vice Grip as well pretty soon. Right, let's take those infantry like that. We'll bring these infantry around here. Okay, and yeah, beaten down and broken. Okay, and a couple more divisions caught out in the open here. Our kind of free front closure of this area from everything else is still progressing quite nicely. These guys are at 1.9 and 2.9 respectively, so that's also good. Right, we'll move you like that, we'll move you like that. Yeah, give a bit of support there, and oh, that's done it. I just saw a break. Okay, and Yannicka. he is in a good place to attack into here. It's just a single core command. So hopefully we can get that dealt with nice and quickly. Let's maybe try and surround here if we can. There's Beria. I think a good opportunity to take him out is presenting itself. Let's send some extra units in this direction to go clean this up. Yeah, make a move on Kazan. Yeah, this is all going well. Okay, so they have 60 odd divisions here in the capital. 655,000 troops. That is, quite frankly, disgusting, to be honest with you. That's the joys of the AI. But it's okay. We can make this work. Okay, and yeah, we are beating that division down. Come on, finish the job. Fuel problem is getting out of control. Not good. I don't suppose you, Spain, would like to join, would you? No, still impossible. That's alright, we'll get them in soon enough. Right, and then we'll let you go like this. Oh, that looks good. You're set for a showdown with that division. Take the first infantry unit like that. Go deal with this. That's good. We're like cajoling them now into a bit of a choke point, it feels like. Okay, and I think we can... Oh, we're being counterattacked there. That's not great for them. Okay, and then let's close off the front up here. We don't have any ports in this part of the world, so when we get this closed off, it will probably lead to their downfall of all of these units. That's good. And I'd completely forgotten, actually, that I've got these units free. So, yeah, you've got an entire tank corps. And so we're just looking for 2 for that. And they're all identical, so that's good. So you'll get that unit. You'll get that unit. And you'll get that unit. And then let's take all of you. And you know what? We'll bring you over here to help be the unstoppable object meeting an immovable force. So we're expecting you to be able to attack in 3 odd hours. That's good. Let's take these tank units and bring them across like that. Get the encirclement bonus going. And I have no idea if this will eventually go in our favour, but we have to hope it will. A bit like this battle here, where it's a 1.2, 1.1 even, organisation infantry unit that's holding off several divisions. Right, we're going to take you that way. So a couple of units there. Some more in this part of the world. One annoying infantry unit that we're having to chase down. Another little motorized unit there. Another one there. You're taking that little spot out. You're dealing with this. Okay, so we've nearly cleaned up all of our rear line bullshit. Okay, and yeah, the Brits have reclaimed that land, annoyingly. But that's fine. We will make it work, as we always do. And we've won the Battle of Stalingrad. That is good. So, what we will do next is we will move all of these units up to there. Let them rebase and reorganize for a moment. And we'll let that Slovakian division take on the job of organizing and owning that place. But we will take all of our motorized units and now we will keep the push going. Okay, they're at 64.4%. We've got the attack on... That's it, this place here, Kubyshev. And Kazan about to head off. Then they've got several Donetsk. Oh, they've got Omsk. So yeah, there's a few places over here that if we want to push out towards them, we could. Although Vladivostok feels like the big one. Right, and yeah, our planes have nearly got there. Okay, and yet another destroyed tank division. Okay, this is all looking pretty good. Okay, and they don't have much left, so should be able to organize it quite nicely. Take you that way. You're heading up there. You're heading up here. Take you up in this direction. Clean up that area. Okay, we've won a random battle somewhere, and okay, that's good. That's what I like to see. So, I doubt Barrier is a particularly quick unit. So, we can probably organize our destruction of him pretty easily from here. And yeah, let's fight the Volga H military district. Just make sure that we finish that bastard off. Okay, cool. Right, so we have dealt with the Turks. That annoying tank division is about to get got. Let's close off this over here. Make sure the enemy can't escape. So, a few tanks over here in this part of the world, but nothing too much. Various units under direct assault. And then we've got an interceptor group here. Okay, that has closed off the enemy front. So all of these divisions are now trapped. And we've got a load more units trapped over there, so yeah. Hopefully we're in a good place. Like, what are we facing against, really? Just a few kind of scattered units. Like, even if they are to launch a bit of a counterattack in the winter, I think we should be able to deal with it. Let's take the Greater Deutschland and keep that moving out. And Kampfgruppe Keitel. And these mountain units. Should be able to handle that. There is an annoying amount of partisans coming this way, but we can use a unit to hold them in place. And let's use you to push up as well. Deliver the final nail in the coffin. Right. And then, yeah. Your Italian units. Keep this push going nicely. Yeah, there is just no defenses left, which is good. This is what I like. When the AI struggles, we're all happy. Okay, so they're fighting a two-front attack at the moment, which is causing them some problems. And we'll use you and you as well. Wait for the organization to regroup on these guys, and then we'll go from there. Right, let's make sure that this guy doesn't have the opportunity to escape. And I think our forces are now starting to push towards the Ural River. Do we realistically think that they're in any good position to deal with us? Probably not. Some good air commanders. Start loading up that air support. Okay, and then if we were to launch an attack with the Brandenburgers there. Question is, does it work? I think the answer to that question is going to be a big fat no, but oh well. Okay, we're about to run our fuel quota into the ground. We've got a decent amount. We're converting pretty much it all, so we've still got a good amount of fuel to last us for a couple more weeks, even if we're out of crude oil. Maybe start a bit of a push like in this direction. Right, bring those Panzer units back and start closing up the pocket from the other side, maybe. So let's clean that out. That means we can send you guys up north as well. Let's go deal with all of this malarkey. Want us to be relatively organized up and around here. Not give them a chance to fall back into territory where they might do quite well. Get them out of the woods and the swamps in the north. Take out all these divisions up here that we've caught as well while we're at it. And, yeah, some strike battalions. Again, no idea how these will do, but hey, we'll see. Okay, so that's been dealt with. And I think we've overrun Beria. So, even better, we have killed that piece of sack of shit. So, the mass murdering psychopath is dead. Right, let's move both of you up. And then let's keep the push escalating. And I feel like we're going to run out of fuel soon, to be honest. Which is not good. So, where are we at then? So, with the exception of Archangel and Kazan and that one there, Selvadolovsk, yeah, whatever. The pronunciation is not always my best skill set. We are doing pretty well. If we can take Moscow, then that will finish the job. I don't think that's going to work. But what might work is if we get our air units and try doing that again in a minute. That might do the job. We will see. China's still doing remarkably well. Okay, and we are level on our fuel to thingy conversion. Okay, sitting at a nice strong 0 there. And yeah, only a few days before we're out of rares. Though, we're not exactly doing a huge production queue, it must be said. Let's see if we can't surround those couple of divisions there. We're starting to... Well, I'm not seeing any units now, to be honest with you. Their organisation's starting to come up together quite nicely. Give it another few more days and then they'll be in a good place to start launching some raids and things. Just had a load of units finish up. Need 110 manpower to reinforce, apparently. Maybe try and chase this down somewhat. Something like that. I like it. And I wonder how these guys are doing fine. To be honest with you, I actually think you'd be better served going over towards this part of the world, and we can attach you into... you're already attached in. Good. Okay, that's positive. Let's hope we can get the AI to kick the bucket for us. It feels like we are overrunning a lot of units. To be honest. Right, let's not give them a chance to breathe. Okay, and Dietrich finally got a level up, so that's good for him. I imagine we're about to get like an early October raft of events kick off, so we can't wait for that. See if we can't keep that push going like this. There is what looks like a relatively large concentration of divisions over here that we can maybe try and push up on. Kind of shrinking things into like two separate pockets stroke entities here. And I'm hoping the fall of Kazan will be another big blow. They're not massive. I mean, the next big one is here, and I think we can get to that. We're just going to need to be very careful. And you know what? Let's bring you back to here. And let's bring you guys all the way back to there as well. Sounds like a good plan. So they're down to 7. 9 and 53, so that still feels like about the same number of units they had when we started. 62, I think 3 divisions have died. That's something. It's better than having no divisions haven't fallen, I've got to say. I'm sounding a little bit cynical. Victory there. Let's take the LSH unit and maybe make them make a move towards that. And then, yeah, we've got a far off objective of going over the Urals now. Let's hope we can defeat them before we run out of oil, because that's the concern now, I would say. And yeah, about to run out of rares. And we've got 6 days of fuel apparently. let's do... So, if we do installation strike with you, and then we can launch an air superiority mission with all of you. And then we can launch a ground attack with everyone else. And yeah, you can see how we do. This battle could take a while. Oh look, another tank unit just magically appeared. Let's get them out there. Yeah, they really do have no strength left, by the looks of it. It looks pretty damning, what we've been able to do here. And they all look to be trapped. A little bit disorganized. We've won the battle at Borley. That's a great name for a place. Okay, so 61 units in reserve now there. It's mainly the ones in this never-ending combat that are causing us the most trouble. And then there goes a load of our resources. Can do a quick party rally to say, oh god, we're amazing. We've got a little bit more organization there. And then there's our move on Kazan paying off. And yeah, let's move you guys like so. So yeah, it's a race now of the next, I would say, 2,000 kilometers towards Omsk. Okay, and we've got a division in place to block off that there. Infantry are moving in quite nicely. Right, the question is, do we have any units that we're, you know, like we're racing into pretty much open country here now, right? So they're down to 60 maybe? Yeah, 60. Okay, that's good. They've lost about, by the looks of it, maybe, I think they started about 750,000, so they've lost about 150,000 in the siege so far. That's not too bad actually, to be honest. And we only need enough resource production to effectively keep our factories somewhat open. So, I'm not too worried if we're not running completely efficient resources at the moment. Let's keep that attack going like that. And then you can start heading from the north to the south to get to where we want to go. And our fuel is starting to do its thing. That's good. We'll take that. That's a big win. If the fuel would start going how we want it to go, that would be lovely. We're down to 5. Oh, we're down to 4, so... Okay, 57. It's not too bad. I don't know if our bombers are doing a good job or not. I'm going to assume that they are. A lot of these divisions look pretty weak, so I do think we will eventually take out the capital. It might just take quite a long time. Okay. So Molotov is dead, Beria is dead. So Deutschland is refitting, expand our factories. We don't need supplies or food rationing. So, but fuel could be useful. So we'll pay this, and then we have Rattenkrieg that's kicked off. So they're down to 81% national unity. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it wants us to open peace negotiations. Don't want to do that. We have crushed them, and I think we want to at least give it until December before we start thinking about that. Because I don't see any reinforcements or anything coming out from them at the moment.
He has just said that when we succeeded in conquering a state of 36 million inhabitants in 1 month without any defeat, then that is not only luck, but
okay.
a wonderful accomplishment in the field of military campaign.
Okay, this is good. Yeah, happy with this. The Great Rattenkrieg that we've won in 1941. That's the main thing. And there really is no division kind of cohesion on their end at all at the moment. So we can take, like, pretty much all of these units and keep them pushing. Okay, so we've had a unit break over there. That's not so good. But I do feel like we can take Vladivostok. Yeah, I don't mind about supplies. It's more the rares one that I'm wondering about now. Okay, let's keep the Panzer units heading this way. Get the air bases. Got a battle at Kimki. Okay, let's take both of you. Push you into attack there as well. So 19 divisions versus about 56 Soviet. Right, so put the cart aside. Yeah, I don't think we need another commander, to be honest with you. I think we're in a good place on that. Anything we might do is fuel. That really is the big one. Foma can attack there. Defeat that one. Right, let's keep that push going like that. Nice. Okay. Hopefully, our divisions will finish clearing this all out. What are they at the moment? Nearly 82%. Fleet's 95%. Okay, so if we need to, we can really push the boat out, and I think we will, to be honest with you. Let's start trying to get, like I say, that move towards Omsk going. I want us to be clearing out pretty much everything that we can. Let's not give them a moment's rest. Especially with Beria and Molotov both being kaput. Okay, and we've got a huge amount of divisions still freed up. Still 56. A lot of these units have a very low chance of reinforcing. So, you know what? Maybe it's not too bad. Okay, army asks for more money. We will pay that. New ace and a little bit more experience for new units. And it's the rares rationing. Come on. That's the key. Okay, quite happy with all of that. Okay, and encirclement is definitely starting to go our way. If we look at victory provinces, with the exception of Moscow and Archangel, I mean, there is really not a great deal left. It's kind of just all of this that's available now. Like on the Far East side of things. Not so good. And yeah, you're nearly freed up. And yeah, happy to trade like that for that. And Sakaivatar? Yeah, that sounds not correct, but it's close enough that I can do it. Okay, and I think our units are... Well, the Finns are starting to get their act together. And seeing some nice movements over here. I mean, like here we've got 9 divisions we're fighting. Another 6 there. There's another 2 at least, plus another 3 there. Like, some more here. This is good. Right, there's a lot of units for us to be controlling and dealing with. Okay, synthetic rubber, that's fine. Still not got the next rationing events that we're expecting. Right, every little helps there. We've nearly closed off this group. There's another group here that we've nearly closed off. And there's a little bit more of rares coming through. Okay, we've outrun the organizational lines here. And our infantry as well. Okay, some more resources to be grabbed soon. As well as a whole bunch of industry. In fact, Omsk is almost the most important possession in their whole army. Down to 55,000 now. Okay, so Belarus. And Sweden will give you an army focus. And some more tanks freed up there. And even though the Russian winter is coming, when there are no divisions fighting you, I'm a little bit less worried. Okay, we've lost Vladivostok, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We at least softened them up, so that's something. Okay, and we're outspeeding their light tanks now. We're over the river as well. Right, so the scrap metal drive is a definite win, I would say. As is the petrol rationing. The other two, not so much. And then what we will do is we'll take all of the excess and chuck it in consumer goods to get rid of that bit of dissent. Should disappear quite quickly. And no, I do not want to give you fuel, Italy. We need all the fuel we can get. Oh, being counterattacked. Is it by you? Nope. Okay, that's fine. Let's take the Greater Deutschland. On a nice southwards move. Like so many divisions. Gonna take forever, that battle. And Slovakia to focus on the army. And I think Turkey will take out Iran for us, which is bloody good. What broke? Oh, something broke over there, but we will move these units up to deal with it. KVD detachment. Moving on back, going where we want them to. Right, it's going to be a slow, inexhaustible advance from here on out. And yeah, the Finns are starting to pull their weight a little bit more. This unit needs to move out, mind you. They're being very cautious in some sectors, which is, I would say, quite irritating, but that's fine. One little encirclement complete there. And another one here. Another 5 there. 7 here. These are all the survivors of the Northern Front. Do we think the Soviet desperation is going to get so bad that they will just sign whatever we want eventually? We want it at least 95. So we've got a little bit of a way to go yet. So, of these units, a lot of them don't look overly combat effective. The ones that we're fighting at the moment look like the ones that are pretty strong. And everything else is kind of just an extra. So, and our reinforcements are nearly there to lend a hand. Oh, I'm tempted to put a cut in a minute because it's going to be a lot of watching slow grinds happen, I'm pretty sure, for the foreseeable. So, I'm not sure how interesting it will be Kind of feels like the AI is starting to capitulate a little bit. Okay, and I think we are starting to outrun them as well. Just based on what I can see from their units and the like. Kind of feels like we're starting to actually outpace their advance. And our fuel rationing is helping keep our fuel situation pretty strong. Around like that. Okay, so 12, 8, 9, 10, 25, at least 25 over there. That's quite something. Right, I think I'm going to put in a cut here, everyone. I'm going to keep playing for a little bit longer, but I'm going to put something on in the background just to kind of speed this through, because it's just going to be a case of me, like, effectively moving units like this to the right. And supporting those attacks, probably towards Omsk. Like, these arrows here that all converge, that's probably going to be what the game does for a little bit longer. So, and then I'm probably going to try and launch a follow-up attack. So, yeah, I will catch you all in the next episode, or when we're a little bit closer to final victory.